Oh, welcome back everybody to Elder Scrolls Online. This is Tamrain the Crafter. We are heading into... Oh, you know what? I was going to run all the way and get my crafting writs. Why don't we just make our lives a little easier? I know, I hate all the running in here. We're going to go and visit the king because we have a thing to do. We have about six more things to go. Story quests to go to get a couple more skill points. We have a couple more skill shards to find. Skill shards. Sky shards to find. We have a couple of more delves to run, even though they're marked off, and a few more sites to see. But we are going to go over to Rimmen, which has one of the nicest, friendliest places. I know I can't even be bothered going to the Wayrest Way Shrine. Just let me out of here. There's too much running. Wine. Okay. So... See, this is just so much easier than running around Wayrest. We go to one place, we get all of our writs in one place, and then we craft them all in one place. Provided we have all the space in our journal. Yeah, okay, I've got space for 6. I think there are 7 writs. Well, that's just my tough luck. It's still a shorter way to run than it is in Wayrest. Clearly, I did not finish my provisioner's writ. Rightio, well that's easy enough to do. So we're going to have to make a double run anyway, because I picked up the provisioner's writ last time and I didn't finish it. So we are going to craft the baked apples. We are going to craft the lemon flowered musty. Yeah. We're going to talk to this lovely chef here who is worrying about the ballista on the walls. It's okay, you're fine. I will promise I'll come and have an adventure here for that. In the meantime, I don't want to see any of this stuff end up in your cooking. I know I just made that. I'm just getting rid of some of the drinks I picked up as well. And some of these. We'll put the recipe in the box, and I haven't had a lot of time to play any of my other characters, so we'll put the recipe in the box for whichever one of them doesn't have it. Been kind of busy. I've been doing the admin side of writing, which is basically making sure that you've got things registered in the public lending rights scheme, and it's done. Yeah, and that your book records are up to date, and that you've registered your latest book with your national legal deposit scheme. And a lot of this morning, I actually walked 1.5 kilometers with a 9-kilo box of books to drop it off at the post office, so that I could send it to the state library, because in the state that I'm in, the laws vary. In the state that I'm in, we're required to drop off hard copies, and also mandatorily required to submit e-copies to our national database, so that they have a record of the things that Australians wrote over time. So there you go. Lots of trivia, but that's kept me up at night. No, it hasn't kept me up at night. It's let me sleep really well when it was all done. Just going to deconstruct a couple of things before I construct them. So yeah, so not a lot of time for gaming. And quite a few 12 to 14 hour days. So yeah, but we're getting there. So it's really nice to be able to come back and just sit down and relax for a couple of hours. I also have a new contract that started, so I'm a bit excited about that too, but I can't talk about it. Well, I can talk about it, I just can't tell you anything about it except that I have it, and it's fun to write. I know, I got really sidetracked then. I forgot to I forgot to do this. Actually, I should just check. Yeah, I do have things that require, that can be researched, so. Grab our reinforced watchman thingies. There we go. You know what, we should unlock the, actually I can't yet. That's right. We cannot unlock the next thingammy, what's it? Enchanting table. Let us deconstruct a couple of bits. What? Fine. But let's reconstruct. I can't make it. I'm missing something. Okay, so it's Oko, Mako, and Denis. Usually are the ones I need. So I have Oko. I have Mako, Magica, Health. Okay, so I have forgotten the other thing. Let's just see if I can pick it up from the enchanter. Hi.
I fell in.
Okay, Dinara, Dorado. So what we're doing is we're looking for the one that has. Okay, so we have Jode. I mean, if you look at these, that you can't. I can't actually learn those yet anyway. So we're looking for the one of these that has. She doesn't have any of the other ones. It's Tar. We have Tar. Jira. Okay, I think it's Jera we're missing. Let me just check.
I was first sent.
Jera. Let me buy that one. Alright, let's go see if that's the one we're missing. I know, what are you doing? You're guessing. I am so guessing. Alright. This is where I go, and I go glyph of health in ESO. Oko and an additive potency rune. And the additive potency rune is usually dictated by the level of thingamy that you're trying to make. So we're trying to make a minor glyph of health. So for a minor glyph of health, really? I need Odra. Alright. Well.
My services isn't it?
Let's see if she has it. I may have to go hunting glyphs. Nope, Odra. That was the one we're missing. So basically the site I looked up there was en.uesp.net/online:glyph_of_health, and it basically has a list of the potency runes that you need to combine with it to make it. Odra Oko. And you do have to have that glyph translated, so I was just making sure I'd done that. I must have used it up when I was making up the others. Radio, we're good. Jewelry crafting. Make sure we've got nothing to break down. I think we went through that before. Check for research, check for deconstruction, check for creation. Looks like we're making two pewter necklaces. It's 3 rings and 2 necklaces. Or 1 ring and 1 necklace. It just all depends on what you draw on the day. Let me just flick through, make sure I've done all of these. Quartermaster, 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 quartermaster. Beautiful. We're going to go and deliver these, and then we're going to come back and we're going to get the last provisioning writ that we haven't done. Simply because I have one that's carried over from yesterday, and I can still pick up today's, but that'll be it. If I've missed 2 days, then of course I would still only be able to pick up the 1 extra one. Alrighty, doot. We also have a few of these to unpack, so it's probably a good thing we're here because we can easily get to the bank from here as well. It's not, you know, in the middle of the city, a long way from where we want to be. But we are going to have to head back to Wayrest because we need to go see good King Emeric, or evil King Emeric, depending on what he turns out to be. And I forgot to see if I could get extra XP out of that, didn't I? Do. Always before, you don't have to do your scroll when you start your writ, but just before you deliver it, you should always use it. Because I probably didn't get the double or the extra XP bonus for any of those. And it would have been an easy bunch of XP to add to what I'm doing. So, oh good. Let us toddle this way. As you can see, I now have one more provisioning writ, one more writ to do. It'll be the provisioning writ that we didn't do. And we will just make our lives easy. Go get that done. Once we start cooking multiples, when we start cooking, we unlock that skill. We'll probably find that we have extra bits and bobs left over. I'm wondering how much, whether or not it'd be worth me putting some ingredients in the guild store, just in case someone else needs it. Because I mean, I've got a ton. I don't think I'm going to use up 600 wheat in a hurry. Oh, it's not a problem. It's not taking up space, but I remember one day I went all over the guild stores looking for garlic because I couldn't find any in the wild, and the grocers didn't sell it. Alrighty, into I. Now, you often ask why I go into consumables when I do this. Well, if you have a look, the minute I open my provisioners pack, all of my other crates have dropped down into alphabetical order. So to save myself the pain of having to scroll through and find them, I go consumables, containers, and then I just open them there because it will always take me straight back to that list. And I can just relax and open them all without having to back and forth down a list. That doesn't have, you know, that has everything in it instead of just the thing I'm looking for. So this is just the quickest way to unpack them. Rack them and stack them. It looks like I haven't opened my rewards for quite a few of these. I see I'm getting quite a few blacksmiths surveys for different parts of the country. We are going to have to make a run on that. Nice. Alrighty. Let's see what recipes we picked up. I wasn't paying a lot of attention. We know that one, we know that one, and we know that one. Did I pick up anything exciting? No, no style motifs, no master writs, nothing left in my containers. Alrighty. Well, let us go. We're going to do two things. We are going to deconstruct all of the fancy weapons and whatnots that we just picked up, and that will help us advance in our skills. And then we're going to go to the bank and dump all of those surveys and all of those treasure maps and all of the recipes that we don't know. What am I doing? Crafting. That's right. We knew this. Woodworking. We are deconstructing. Ooh. Let me just check something out. Go into my inventory. Go into my weapons. I'm looking over this area over here to see if any of these are worth switching in. And it doesn't look like it. We'll do the same with our... Yeah. Alrighty. Now I'm happy that I can deconstruct all the things and not feel sad. Boom. Let's not deconstruct that. We will deconstruct that. A lot of the time the thing down the bottom is not something I want to do bits with. I'm going to play chicken that everything in that pack is something that I've already got. Creation. No, not creation. Deconstruction. That one and that one can go. So far we've increased our crafting quite a bit just by deconstructing things. And we've gained a few materials also by doing that. So, you know, all of these can go. Did we get any stones out of it? Yes, Jojota, Pajora and Okori. I'm not sure which of those I can use. Did we get any jewelry to deconstruct? I don't know. Let's have a look. Sometimes we get jewelry we can learn from. That's also pretty awesome. Alright, we've done everything we want to do here. Let's go. I know, I got to know Rimmen really, really well during the Dragon Festival. Slera Sinner.
I do not tolerate sticky fingers.
Lady, I washed my hands before I came in here, okay? Keep your breeches on. Alchemist Survey in Greenshade. Belthian, I need to go to Belthian and to get rid of that one. Blueprint for Nordic Trunk can go, we know it. This is the other reason why I tend to just go through and see if I can learn things, because it means as I go down here like this, I can be pretty sure that everything that I'm about to put in here is, I missed my recipes, is something that I know. And seeing those fish in there just reminded me, actually, you know what, we're going to put that in there as well. What? Rude. Fine, okay. Ooh. I know, right? We so want to do that, but not right now. What I want to do first is... Man, I've lost the plot. I don't have any more Stormhaven. Oh, I do have that. That's right. Alright, that's fine. There was something I was going to do that was really logical. I've completely forgotten what it was. I know it was a flash of inspiration, and it fled. A fleeing flash of inspiration. Oh, so sad. Never mind. Alrighty, let's get back to the adventuring. I know it takes me about 10-20 minutes of any episode or any play session that I've got when I've only got an hour. Sometimes being a crafter is interesting. Now, once you right click to get the bigger map, you can scroll in, you can click on the area, not the way shrine, and you'll get a map of the area, and then you should be able to see what you're looking for. Like, that's my quest marker there that I want to go see. Well, let's go see King Emeric. I know, what are you doing? I'm just faffing about. Let's go this way.
Think you can pick
Massing around, mocking around. I know, there's a book in those sewers that I want to get, but I'm not game to go in there. Alrighty, now Emeric is opposite the bank. The bank is over there. So this is where Emeric is. And besides, if I just, all I have to do is follow the thing. We're not talking to Jakan. So not. Alrighty. I'm here to see Emeric, not a banker.
Welcome back to Wayrest. It's good to see you again. Do you have any news? To be honest, this whole matter with the Dream Shard has robbed me of a few nights' sleep.
Oh no.
I'll be a royal grump if we can't get this matter resolved soon.
The Dream Shard has been returned to Prior Abbey, Your Majesty.
Well, there we go then. That wasn't quite so bad as Abbot Durak made it sound. I'm sure he had his reasons, though. What about the Daedra, the Omen that was behind all this? I trust it's dead or gone?
Yes, but Abbot Durak believes there's another Omen in Gavadon.
In Gavadon?
Uh-huh.
Why couldn't it be in Morrowind or somewhere else across the continent? Gods, we already have enough trouble in Gavadon. General Gardron says the Iron Hand ogres are far from being fully defeated.
Abbot Durak asked me to join him in Gavadon.
Well, that's good, at least. You two are the experts, though I suppose that's a dubious honor. If there is an Omen in Garviden, I'm guessing it's similarly disguised. Gardren didn't report anything suspicious, but maybe it's worth asking Captain Ernell.
Okay. Should I seek him out then?
Yes. Ernell was fighting with Gardren, but he's just been reassigned to shore up our defenses here in Wayrest.
Alright.
It may be a wild guar chase, but it's worth asking Ernell if he saw any signs of Daedric influence in Garviden.
Alright, then I'll go and speak with him. Oh, knowing my luck, this general is probably already influenced by Daedra. Have I gone through and ransacked all the bookcases in the palace yet? Oh, look, I know. Little things that go through an adventurer's mind. Sometimes they have books we want in our collection. Speaking of which, I really want to get back to the... Oh, what's... Hey, Captain.
I recognize you from the stories.
What?
You're
The stories?
The one who helped save Count Atura, aren't you? He's an old friend. I'm glad to make your acquaintance.
Okay.
Don't mind the guillotine. It's just for show.
What kind of a show?
Well, you know as well as anyone else. These supernal dreamers have been trying to recruit people all over Stormhaven. We're hoping this will serve as a deterrent. If we catch a cultist, we'll execute him. Nothing more than that.
King Emeric said you just returned from Garviden.
Sure enough. I was acting liaison to General Gardren out at Shinji Scarp, but he's worried that the ogres might break through and attack Wayrest. Gardren suggested to the king that I be assigned to organize defenses here, so here I am.
Was anyone in Garviden having nightmares?
Not that I know of. General Gardren's been losing sleep, worried about the ogres, but other than that, everyone's been sleeping just fine. Or at least as well as you can expect for a war camp. General Gardren is acting a little strange, though.
In what way?
It's not my place to question the general. But he does seem to be blowing the ogre threat out of proportion. That's just my 2 coppers, though. Good luck if you're headed out to Garviden.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, at least he didn't end up being the bad guy. Alright, who have we got here? Laramil the Wise. That'd be a no. Rhea, no. Majada, no. Rogatina Sinner, no. And your friend. Yeah. No, we're not playing with any of them. Kader Gallus. And... Oh! Guildmaster sees all colours. Where is she? She's here! This is a Fighters Guild quest. We so need to go and get this onto our plate as well. I forgot. So basically we had our Mage Guild quest which we picked up in Wayrest. And it looks like we can do the same with our... We are not talking to Kader Gallus. He's going to send us somewhere evil and horrible and I don't want to talk to him. Don't want to go. Hi, Guildmaster.
Good to see you again, comrade. You recall our encounter with Dosha, yes? When we found her encoded journal?
It's been translated?
Yes. We called in several favors to do it, but we've cracked her code. In service to her Dark Master, Dosha was after something hidden in a dwarven ruin, a place known as Mazenelt.
What was she looking for?
We're not sure, but it seems to have something to do with that Mortum Vivicus her notes mentioned. Mazenelt is far from here, but I've prepared a portal that will carry us across Tamrain. What do you say, comrade? Venture with me into the unknown?
Sure, Guildmaster, let's do it.
I will open the portal. Takes just a moment.
I guess we're going on a detour. Wow.
Here we go.
Okay. It's a solo dungeon. Can't do it with your friends. But you can go in and do it and come out and hopefully they'll join you and not be dead. Alrighty. I think what we'll do too is we'll just go to guild. We will... dangerous past? Yes, dangerous past. And I might just search these dweomer pots while I'm here. Of course, it being a single dungeon will not save you from the depredations of other adventurers. Talk to Guildmaster sees all colours.
Dosha was no scholar. She did nothing idly. The river has brought us here for a reason.
What are we looking for?
A treasure of some kind. A potent weapon or an epic spell. Dosha respected only one thing. Power. Whatever it is, we must get it away from here.
Why the urgency?
Dosha knew of this place, and so others do as well. If we don't retrieve whatever it is, others will come. And it must have something to do with that Mortum Vivicus. If Molag Bal plans to unleash that weapon again, we must stop it.
What do you think it is?
The last days of the dweomer were endless war. Their mages raced to perfect ever more esoteric spells, ever more powerful weapons. Perhaps the origins of the Vivicus stem from that long-gone era.
What is this place?
A holdfast of the dweomer, the dwarves. We're somewhere in Hammerfell, I think, near the South Dragontail Mountains.
Huh.
Or so Dosha's notes say.
Do you know where the dwarves went to seize all colours?
If I did, I'd be the wisest woman in Tamriel, comrade. No, no one knows what made the dwarves disappear. Or at least, no one is saying.
But why Hammerfell?
Why does the river take us anywhere? The dweomer built complexes all throughout northern Tamriel. My guess is that we're at this ruin for a treasure of some kind. If just any dwarven ruin would do, there are closer places than Mizenelt.
Could you remind me about Dosha?
Dosha kidnapped our comrade Emeric. She intended to harvest his soul for Molag Bal, in service to a plan involving this Mortum Vivicus. And then, of course, you came to his rescue, slew her and stole her journal, which is what led us here.
Did you learn anything else from Dosha's journal?
Many things. The journal spoke of this place, but it also spoke of terrible things. Things I wish I could unlearn. Prolonged contact with Molag Bal twisted her mind.
Well, let's get to it. I mean, I'm never going to have enough time to search all of these pots and jars if we don't get moving, right?
The undead are close behind us. We must hide the remains of the weapon. Now!
Ooh.
Kurano is right. With any luck, the constructs will hold back the dead. Let's move.
I still think this plan is madness.
Those were ancient ones. Aliens in a dweomer ruin. What went on here?
Who knows? Who knows? Man, I hope whoever comes after me has better luck. I wonder if flies bother these things. You know, you wouldn't think so, but then again, they were buzzing and biting in all the wrong metallic pieces, right?
Blades ready, comrade. These constructs know no mercy.
Okay. Oh, right. You started the party without me. Again. Beetles, flies, all staple merchandise for... Wow, this thing is tough. That. Alrighty. I suppose I should probably get around to looking at the map sooner or later. The dwarven gears aren't worth much, but they're worth a little bit. Just see what my worthy guildmates have been doing. The message of the day. I should probably check that. That's okay, I know where to go to check that. Escape. Check our map. Alright, so this... Hang on. This is a dead end. But there's bound to be something interesting down here, right? You know? Wow. Those things carry nice stuff. Ooh. Well, let's bird that one. dweomer pots. That's a chest. I may or may not have to come back for it. Try and remember where it is. In which case we've got no hope that any of this stuff is not pillaged already. Hey, that's a bookcase. I definitely did not remember ramshackling a bookcase yet. Grab that. Check that. Invocation of Hercene. Search the dweomer jug for... Well, that probably wasn't worth having. I know, right? We don't want to go that way. We want to go back this way through the door. Come on, get your lizardy. Ooh.
Damn it. Corino is dead. The weapon will be lost forever.
No, there's still hope. Osterrand will have to do it.
Oblivion, take you. I can't.
We can still succeed. But you'll have to enact the sacrifice, my friend.
Without a soul in the crystal, there will be no way to repair the weapon. It must be done, Osterrand.
A sacrifice? What did they come here to do?
Oh my gosh. Well, there's a recipe we've already got, but it is our first recipe, so we're not doing too badly. I know, man, I hope that bear doesn't break a tooth on these things.
The skill it took to craft these constructs. Amazing.
That should distract it a little bit, right? And again. Leonard's journal. Everything to Andara. The burglars, the fighting was intense. Kirana says we're heading to Mezeneld. I'm not sure how Dwarven City figures into the plan, but I'm not here to think. I worry Andara has lost his mind, but then again there's a lot I don't understand about this trip. At least I am still alive.
Barely survived the last wave. Valasha's injured. We'll never hold against the dead and the constructs.
Osterrand is right. You need time. I'll lead the dead away, down another branch in the tunnels.
Lanath, don't. You'll never survive the swarm.
If my death buys you the time it needs. For Deladil and Meridia!
Giving yourself willingly to the river's current. Noble.
Uh-huh. That's one word for it. Alright, let's explore. Mostly I'm just looking for treasure. I'm not liking my chances. But the other thing too here is getting some good XP as well. Hopefully good XP. There's not a lot of treasure being left behind by whoever went through here last, so it's really slender pickings. I guess, I mean, we could play Tiddlywinks with the gears. If we painted them different colours, that would maybe make it more fun. I know, thank you, Bear. I had an external distraction, something not of this world. It is dealt with now. Alrighty, I know, I should be complaining about all of the lockpicks you guys left behind for me.
Wonders.
Or I could just
And
say thank
split
you.
the path.
Thank you.
Which way shall we go, comrade?
Well, I don't know. Let me beat this construct up while I think about it. Amphimap. It doesn't matter. They both have stairs. Alrighty. I'm just lazy, I couldn't be bothered moving to kill it. Besides, there was this alluring urn with, yes, you guessed it, a lockpick inside it. Oh, wow. I mean, the materials, the crafting materials are good. So what I'm doing is inflicting the things that are going to give a constant drain over several
Amazing,
rounds,
these halls remain intact.
and then getting into the fighting. I mean, cleansed water I can use. I use it for getting my potions up. A lot of people leave them behind. I have seen it sell fairly well. There's another. I know. I wish I could play with that chest, but unfortunately, that is not a chest I can play with. Dweomer. Alright, where's my map? Yes, we were just about to go down the tunnel that we didn't choose. So you can always tell when another adventurer has been down here, because most of the time they only leave the water, the style materials, and lockpicks. And any non-magical gear. Which makes it really hard when you want the everything to refresh when it respawns.
A moment.
You just
This may be
some of
crucial.
it doesn't.
My love, Osteron, if you're going to do it, you have to do it now. I'm dying.
I can't. Don't die on me, Valasha. I can't do this.
You must, my love. Or Molag Bal has won.
It's what she wants, Osteran. This is why we came here. Do it!
Goodbye, my love. My Valasha.
Let me just...
Valasha's journal remains. Perhaps it will shed more light on what's going on here.
I still can't believe we're alive. I've never seen a city like a Bagalas. The horrors I witnessed there are etched into my dreams. We do live, though. I have my Osterand, and we have the crystal, and that's all that matters. Since entering the Dwarven city, Kurana has grown quiet. Today I learned why. She took me aside to talk. She believes someone must be sacrificed to the crystal before we hide it. Several powerful priestesses gave their lives to see it forged in the first place, she said. It makes sense. Molech Baal revels in undeath and destruction. A life given willingly and bound would be anathema to that fiend. Kurano asked me if I'm willing to make the sacrifice when the time comes. I am. I am very afraid. Osterrand and I were betrothed just weeks ago. He was furious when I told him of Kurano's request, and I was afraid. And so I prayed. I spoke with Meridia for hours. I knew before I knelt that it would be my duty to accept the burden. But duty, honor, they're just words, compared to the feel of Osterrand's hand on my cheek. How could I willingly agree? In the end, it was for Osterrand that I agreed. With my death, I can ensure the future of our world. No one will have need of the weapon again, and my light will last forever, bound to the crystal's heart. How could any priestess of the sunburst turn that down? Yeah, not even love was strong enough. Do-do-do. Alright, what do we got? Oh man, I should just give it up. Is it? But I don't like giving up. You never know, sometimes it's that last minute, you know, it's like, man, there's nothing worth it in here, and you just persist for one more jug and there it is. But like I said, I think someone's been through here very recently. Nothing's had time to reset. And it's one of the things that you've just got in a game like this where other players come through. You're not in control of anything like this. So you've got to just, some days you luck out, and some days you get nothing but lockpicks. Ah, that was a bit vicious. Remind me not to stand there and take that next one. Look at this. I know, whoever it was, they were as thorough as I am in their searching. Absolutely everything. What am I supposed to do? Talk to Guildmaster, sees all colours. What are you doing over there, Guildmaster?
Another journal? Amazing it's still preserved. May I see it?
Yeah, here you go.
The water begins to clear. 2 cities, 1 warship's Meridia. The other, Molag Bal. Abagarlis, the city of the dead, creates a relic to strike at the Meridians. Deladil, City of Light, creates their own weapon, forged around a heart of crystal.
The aliens here are from the Meridian City, right?
Just so. These ancient ones steal into the heart of the enemy with this crystal weapon. They stop the ritual, and their king ends the dark rule of Abagarlis. But they are hunted, so they try to find a haven, a place to hide the crystal.
And they came here to Mizenelt.
You have the right of it. They sought to hide their prize, but the priestess of Meridia first gave her life. She relit the crystal heart so that the weapon could one day be forged anew.
So the crystal's here?
Yes, comrade. The journals also speak of a tome, instructions for creating the weapon. The crystal heart of the weapon and the means to construct it lie here somewhere in these ruins.
Well, then we better find them. Alright, let's go. Searching Mezzanelt. I know, I'm wondering how long it takes these pots to reset. It can't be much longer, right? Alright, so here's a way that we cleared earlier. I like that the game didn't let me run on ahead when I hadn't done what I needed to. That's kind of courteous of it.
And still more active constructs.
See, no one likes flies, man. These things really seem to hate them as well. At least they're attacking me more often than the bear now, so I must be gaining a little bit more in power. Looks like Sees All Colours and the bear form quite a formidable little team there. I am so searching the city, just not exactly for what anyone expects me to. So many heavy doors. Oh.
I can't hold them. You have to go.
I'm not leaving.
We died when we agreed to this quest. We just kept walking a while. Hide the crystal. Hide the tome. Go!
Such bravery in the face of certain death.
Yep. Absolutely. You're trying to save your entire kingdom, your entire world. I mean, what wouldn't you give up? And Dare's log. It's just the two of us now. We've been down the dark so long I don't know what day it is. Osterand is quiet, even as the sounds get closer. He misses Valasha a great deal, I can see it on his face. We're trapped as far as we can tell. The doors forward refuse to open no matter how we tug on them. I think we may have it. It's taken us days to figure out, but the guardian construct in this room contains strange red crystals that glow from within. They look like they'll fit into the sockets near the doors. With a little more time, I believe we can find a way through. The constructs, they've broken through. I think this will be the end. Goodbye, Lanessa. Wherever you are, I loved you. Know with my last words, I loved you. Lanessa, huh? See, and that's... oh my gosh, we got a recipe. Nice. Alright. So the crystals will fit in the sockets. Collect the red crystals. Let's go find them. Let me just see where they're hiding. Okay, so they are hiding somewhere in here. We just have to not get distracted by empty urns. Hi guys. Fancy meeting metal constructs in this, you know, place of metal constructs. Oh yeah, it does help if you highlight it before when you try to fight them. Let's go. Oh, okay. They're in the constructs. Radio. I need to go beat up some more constructs. We'll have that one. Is this going to be another one of those align the crystals things? Yes, it is. Don't you growl at me, bear. There are plenty of these to go around. We just have to, you know, open them all. Alrighty. We will worry about... so I need to kill these things. Basically what we need to do is we need to light up the door. Or we could just, you know, use the door that's already been opened for us. That might, you know, work. Another heavy door. These doors are huge.
The dead centurion. A fitting resting place for my Valasha.
That's...
The crystal is in that steam centurion. We must destroy it.
Everything I did, I had to do at Abagala, so I never forget the sight of that place. The feeling that washed across me, the sight haunts me. The hunters hound at every step. They smell it on me, I know it. They know I was there. They can smell the blood of that dark family on my armor. I can hear them in the night. I pray to the sunburst that we'll soon find shelter. This ruin seems as good a place as any. If we can find a safe place to hide the crystal, perhaps the construct will allow us to escape the dead. Valasha tells me she plans to sacrifice herself for some ludicrous plan, some fantasy that Kurano has filled her head with. The crystal is lost, its power gone. I've argued with Kurano for hours. Now Valasha won't even speak to me. Valasha finally broke the silence. She's adamant that this must happen. I understand her duties as a priestess of Meridia, but I never believed they'd lead to her to self-sacrifice. Her beliefs come first. I cannot fault her for that. I just wish our story wasn't going to end this way. So I don't think that nice construct over there is going to let me take that. No, we need to get the... Well, it would probably let me survive if I didn't have to do this to it anyway. Not the steam bath, oh my god, rude.
Well done. Now to leave this place.
Yep, in a minute. For instance, we have a bookshelf, husks and bones. We have dweomer jugs, which may or may not have something other than lockpicks inside them. Oh dear. Let's go this way. Mutton stew. Fishing in Tamrain. Prudence in... Ah! Prudence in patience. In practice. Destruction staff increased to 3. Yes. And you guys wonder why I run around like a lunatic, opening up all the bookcases I can find. Because just occasionally one of them is nice to me and lets me learn something new. Enigma of the Runestones. Husks and Bones. I think we have that on another shelf. You guys are doubling up on your books. You need to get a new printer. Find yourself another author. 1 staff, many staves. Advances in lockpicking. I keep expecting that one to, you know, make my lockpicking better, but it never does. I'm pretty sure I did not get acquainted with these bookshelves on the way in. The Battle of Red Mountain, Part 1. Advances in lockpicking. That must have been a very popular book for them to have so many copies. Right, alright. Did we not talk to this bookshelf? I think we may have done. Husks and Bones, and then this one. Bliss. Well, that was new. Alright, I think... Did I investigate these pots? No, I did not. Well, that was good. Guildmaster.
We've succeeded where that withered root dosha failed, comrade. Here, I will open a portal for us to return.
Yes, Guildmaster.
Take the crystal and the tome. Give them to Emeric, and he can begin learning what it will take to forge the weapon.
Where are you going, Guildmaster?
I have something I must attend to, comrade. The knowledge we have gained here has flooded my mind. I must mine the river's course. I'm sure we'll speak again soon.
See you soon, then.
Wait for her to leave. I must speak with you.
I'll see you down the river, comrade.
As long as you don't sell me down the river.
Please, speak with me.
Jofnir.
I have only a moment to talk.
Uh-huh. Why do you keep appearing to me?
You're in danger. Danger I can't fully comprehend. Not even in death.
What kind of danger? Why can't we talk about it?
Someone close to you has plans. Plans for both of us. Plans to betray you. I am anchored. Contained. Pulled away. Beware, comrade.
I will. We may have a problem with our guildmaster. Well, guys, on that note, before we talk to young Emeric, I'm going to bid you adieu. If you've enjoyed this episode, please hit like. If you'd like to see more, please hit subscribe. I'll check you later. Take care out there.